Saipan's history as a symbolic decorative headpiece. Let's just find out exactly how these medals are made, island style.
It means a lot of things. Deep down, it just reflects their feelings and how much they in graduation, weddings, celebration of a child's baptismal.
Why do you think it's important to pass it on to your kids?
It's very important because this is what we are as islanders. They have different talents, different gifts, and we like to pass it on to our children, grandchildren, the next generation, so that they will learn how to remember those people that are.
安全提示：安全驾驶是您的责任，您必须拥有驾照以及能在我们当地驾驶的必要的技能，跑车越野，留意骑车的人和行人，遵守校车停止法规。记住，潮湿，我们的道路很滑，安全驾驶是您的责任。
There are buffaloes, cowboys, and Texan flags everywhere. Late night happy hour takes place from 9 p.m. to 11. Drinks are half price when you order a meal. Help keep our island beautiful by respecting ocean life. Please do not touch the coral, do not feed the fish, and please don't take anything with you out of the ocean. Our ocean is fragile and depends on our safety.
사이판北部にあるワールドクラスのマンディアジアンスパへぜひお越しください。ここはクリフラインに建てられ、フィリピン海のサンゴ礁にぶつかってできる波を眺めながらトータルリラクゼーションが満喫できます。ジャグジー、プール、アロマティックフラワーバス、ドライサウナやスティームルームなど、あなたの五感すべてを満足させられるでしょう。ストレスをすべて忘れてください。マッサージの後はライブラリーやカフェでリラックスした時間をお過ごしいただけます。マリアナリゾート内にある
사이판의 북쪽 해변에 있는 세계적 수준의 만디에이션 스파에도 오셔서 경험해보세요. 비스카는 필리핀 해를 내려보니 절벽 위에 지어져 있으며 산호초에 부서지는 파도를 보며 세상의 안락한 서비스를 즐기실 수 있습니다. 향기로운 꽃잎 목욕, 자쿠지, 수영장, 사우나, 그리고 스팀룸 세상의 서비스로 여러분을 충족시킬 것입니다. 손님이 선택하신 아로마 테라피를 포함한 각종 서비스로부터 손님의 스트레스는 다 녹아내릴 것입니다. 마사지 후에는 도서관이나 푸드워킹 카페에서 편안한 스파에서 당신의 하루를 마무리하십시오. 이곳 사이판의 물 상태는 날씨와 조석 반반에 의해 매일 바뀝니다. 어느 날엔 잠잠하다가도 보시다시피 금세 사나운 파도가 칠 수 있습니다. 어떤 해변은 특별한 안전수칙을 요하므로 안내 활용하셔야 합니다. 술이나 약을 드신 상태에서는 수영을 하지 마세요. 물을 많이 마시고 선스크린을 바르는 것을 잊지 마세요.
Governor says Saipan Casino may be taxed soon. Also tonight, top financial institutions meet with Best Sunshine and Casino Commission as they prepare rating. And Armed Services Committee wants to check out alternatives for divert airfield.
One week ago, I watched TV, so I saw some kinds of. But you're the only one, and I'm in love with you. Oh, you, yeah. I'm in love with you, and I just want my dreams to come true. And you.
Activities and culture, it's all in one place, in high definition on your mobile device. SaipanTV.com. Check it out.
Half a day here, Wami, and good evening, Commonwealth. Today is Tuesday, April 26th, 2056. Only requires the payment of an exclusive $15 million license fee per year.
Start investment, and then eventually we should tax them. There's no ifs or buts. We will tax them, but we need them. Saying was 40 years ago. Now everyone that's in there, they know the system, and there's certain growth of this tax.
Limitation on number of poker machine license issued and criminal penalty regulations shall not apply to the sole licensed casino, end quote. The governor says they do not qualify for qualifying to impacted the economy, including with housing, employment opportunities, and increases in salaries.
Yes, don't get me wrong. They are.
Civic and the Commonwealth Casino Commission. One of the rating agency representatives said the one thing burning in his mind was a monopoly given to Best Sunshine through the sole casino license here on Saipan. Casino Commission Executive Director Edward C. De Leon Guerrero explains.
They were asking us what was the logic behind the commission's granting the exclusivity. The question behind the motive or behind exclusivity should be directed to either the legislature or the lottery commission or the governor. But the Casino Commission is the regulatory agency, not the agency who promulgated Public Law 56.
Before the commission meeting in the afternoon. He says he also encouraged the institutions to talk with lawmakers, Department of Commerce, Department of Finance, and Governor Ralph Torres.
Some of the agencies that were here today are not necessarily public information, because as a company prepares to do its own financing, this is a publicly listed company, and anything they do, particularly in the area of revenue generation, they have to follow the Hong Kong stock market.
During the public portion of the meeting, the Casino Commission and Best Sunshine traded discussions back and forth about the possibility of the release of sensitive data.
Figure out, one section says it must be in executive session, and we have our own. It says no, it must be public, and the commission meticulously waded through that process. And at the end, we allowed them actually to speak during the executive session. But there's nothing that the commission made as far as official decisions or ruling. We cannot do that in the executive session.
The commission and institutions are on recess until they meet again Wednesday and Thursday this week. De Leon Guerrero tells us there is more to discuss.
They wanted to know more about the entire process, the entire gaming law, gaming regulatory regimes, licensing process. Basically explaining.
It is unknown at this time when a rating for Imperial Pacific will be released. The executive director tells us in this market it will be a matter of months.
A man is arrested in Shawankiza after police say he sexually abused a minor. Documents say a teenage girl told police Roberto gave her $60 in cash for a fundraiser and asked her for a hug. The girl says Roberto then started kissing her on the mouth, squeezed her breasts, and rubbed her backside. The girl says she pushed Roberto away and threw the cash back at him on her bed. The girl said the incident made her nervous around older men and that she wanted to kill herself. Arrested by Assistant Attorney General Betsy Weintraub. Court documents say Roberto did not qualify for court-appointed counsel and is responsible for finding his own attorney. His bail was set at $30,000.
Congressman Greg Killalisa-Blunt announces the House Armed Services Committee wants to hear more about alternative locations for the Everett Airfield outside of the Mariana Islands, a location like the freely associated states. Representative Angel Demopon says this is good news.
For starters, I think I like that there's a provision in there that does not allow for the use of those fundings that have been approved to acquire property in the CMI. At least that's some kind of safety net at this point in time. So I'm hoping that that the military will look at that provision and also fulfill changing the landscape of the Commonwealth, that they consider alternative sites that make.
And Hagen, in the Congressman's newsletter last week, he says the Armed Services Committee is requesting a briefing within 30 days of the next EIS issuance on the matter. Also, the test because the Air Force is unable to answer questions on the cost, scope, and specific location of the three projects.
Former Saipan mayor's son to take over his mother's lawsuit against Union Bank and its former employees. Darren Gerard Flores is the son of former Saipan mayor $1 million lawsuit, but Manglonia said the lawsuit's claims were extinguished when the plaintiff died. Former Mayor Donald Flores filed a lawsuit against Union Bank in California in 2011 after he claimed to have purchased a $200,000 time certificate deposit on September 10, 1990 as the plaintiff in the suit. Cecilia sued the bank and two of its employees, claiming the bank manager released Flores' money from the time certificate without authorization. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals recently ruled that the bank violated the Commonwealth Consumer Protection Act in regards to Flores' time certificate. Manglonia says that because she has not considered the merits of this case, it may be refiled in the future. Manglonia dismissed it without prejudice. A federal court in the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation, but Ada is appealing her sentence. In a notice of appeal to the United States Court of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit, Ada, through counsel, the court's ruling on Ada's objections to the pre-sentence investigation report and the court's application of the advisory guidelines and the sentence imposed on the defendant. Melvin Ada is currently serving a sentence totaling over 12 years. He was found responsible for paying over $130,000 in restitution to Midwest Medical Supply.
This is Agani.
This is an handful.
This is Tuman.
This is Garapan.
This is Marisa here.
This is Grotto.
This is Natalia.
This is Malaysia.
This is ITN.
It's about taking a stand.
Leader. Who cares?
I am a pilot.
I am a lawman.
I am a teacher.
I am a police officer.
I am a children with special health care needs coordinator.
Did you know that in
It affects our children's health and development. It may lead to adverse behavior, including the use of drugs and alcohol, and may lead to crimes in our community. Preventing child.
Welcome back to this Tuesday evening edition of the KSPN2 News. The Commonwealth Rotary Club welcomed the Tokyo Hachioju South Rotary with family members. The Tokyo Club will be financially assisting the Rotary right here
at the airport. Some members dancing the floor dancing, and some members
members and their families arrived Saturday afternoon to Saipan with fanfare.
We met the leadership of the relationship with this club, and as a consequence of that, they decided 50 members of the club and their spouses have come here to Saipan.
CNMI Rotary
Friendship relationship is for us to work with them on their projects in Japan.
The Hachioji Club will be working with the club here to assist them with fundraising.
Yeah.
The club members from Japan also donated funds for Typhoon Pseudo War Relief Monday during a joint meeting. It's Young Professionals Week celebrating their contributions and dedication to the Commonwealth. There's a series of events from focusing on inspiring students in our community to helping young professionals with their resumes. Notes during the proclamation, the organization alone represents a cross-section of industries in the CNMI.
We have, teachers, accountants, doctors, lawyers, environmental activists, we have community activists, we have healthcare activists, and public health activists.
Saipan Young Professionals Representative Ty Poling says the week will increase availability and knowledge of the two groups to the young people.
Mentoring the next generation as well as each other. And so it's great to see the two groups working together in that effort of mentoring.
The youngest governor ever for the CNMI, Ralph Torres, helped to lead a roundtable.
Was working right visualizing. But the situation that we have here is real. That's probably the hardest one, is making the decision for everyone else that affects everyone's life, not just this, for the next generation. Contracts that are signed, these issues that we have today, it's not just today, it's for the future.
There are other events coming up this week to focus up on young professionals right here in the CNMI. On Wednesday, there's career and resume writing at the Jotenkizu Public Library starting at 5:30 p.m. to help those making their way up in the real world with self-assessing their skills and strengths. On Thursday, young professionals will be speaking about their journeys with junior high and high school students. Do you have what it takes to win in rock, paper, scissors? Go to the Beach Road Toyota intersection this Friday from 4:30 to 6 p.m. for a tournament to test out your skills. The capstone of Young Professionals Week will be a masquerade party at the Hyatt Regency Saipan on Saturday from 6 to 10. Price of admission, $40.
Artists, foodies, and musicians displayed their talents at this year's Flame Tree Festival. We speak to one woman about how her flower creations saved her life.
Beads, bracelets, and flowers.
Create a new art, and I bring in the old and the new, combination of colors. Like for instance, this is what I call ducks, and to make grass skirts. You see people dancing, and for a whole bunch of things.
Solace is of Polynesian and Samoan descent to preserve island culture through generations.
The art is really dying. People don't know how to preserve it or process it. So in my own ways, I do this to let the world know how beautiful island people are. And I would say design in a way where we can survive. And I was taken from the environment. And when I didn't give time to feel sorry for myself. I did my own therapy. I was going to chemo. I was also giving myself treatment to remind me there's more beautiful things in life than sitting there feeling sorry for yourself. Cancer free, everything's removed, so thank God.
Solace says everything seen at the Flame Tree Festival was
really need help. Only God can help you. That's the way, and that's the island way. God is priority. And if we, the islanders, believe.
That was a lot of fun.
Oh, she sounds like such a sweet lady.
Yeah, Yeah, she was really sweet, and she had all kinds of really colorful, beautiful designs. So I actually got a couple bracelets.
What were the
from
colors?
her.
We were just talking about that.
I got a wooden one and a yellow beaded one. I don't know exactly what it's called. She had really cool names for everything, but I can't remember what they
So
were called.
can anyone pick out these bracelets in a store, or she's just at the Flame Tea
Yeah, I
Festival?
think she sells them out of her home, I want to say, and then she does various art events that she goes to. She also is really into education and teaching the new generation how to carry on her skills so that the culture is preserved.
So look for Flower Pot and other festivals coming up.
That's right. And what's also coming up? Bob Sports.
It's not golf.
It's not golf. It's not golf.
Let's roll at Gold's Gym, honest way to get fit. The Shake Cafe is a great place to stop by for a meal replacement or supplements. Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Hi, I'm Tori, and eye care technician.
On the surface of the eye. These particular growths, if left alone, can get to the point where they grow across your pupil and you don't see at all. Because of the conditions we have here in the CNMI with the wind, the sun, and the sand, this condition is very common. And fortunately, we're able to treat it right here on island. This has been done.
Magic 100.3, your maximum music authority and your Channel 2 News connection. Get up and go with RV weekdays starting at 6. Channel 2 News. And then stay tuned for the Pinoy Music Power with Jimmy B. It's KWAW Magic 100.3. Today's Magic.
Fighters posted impressive victories.
This is the attack on the ranks of passage.
Sides gets the best of Shane Torres out of Guam, who taps out. Tabby, welcome back.
Wait for another move, so I just shot one hand down, got my leg up over his head, and locked it in, and once I locked it in, I was like,
Pete the Beast Cepeda having his way with Mark the Dart and Wiki for position to then end up getting the Beast to submit.
I was just like sitting there waiting for my right time. You know, I knew he was trying to go for the choke, so faking left, faking right. And then when time came, took it, came out the W.
Andrew Sublime. Well, the Blau Masters Softball League is marching. Sorry, son, you're way too young to play in this league. D&Q Karui batting against IP&E, taking what the defense gives, and that was a lot. The batter was out at second, and that was a rally ender. Back to D&Q lefty, who's a righty. Home run into the Dan suburbs. Oh. David Capileo. Oh, it's over and out all the way in. Fans couldn't stand to watch this. Shell tries to climb back, but there's that Ota guy again, robbing Tony Uzama of a base hit.
Hold it. Good on.
Seventh inning, do or die. Elias says we're not ready to pass away.
That's it, guys, that's it.
But Larry hits the grounder to Ota. Wrong flash.
Come on, Pep.
But that turned out to be their last breath as they wind up and the pitch.
I don't believe what I just saw!
Grow your business with the Channel 2 News. Our professional staff are here to help you market your product, brand, service, or business in the most effective way possible. Be it state-of-the-art video services, graphics, or animation, you will make sure that you reach your target audience. Flame Tree TV, now in all Cinema hotels and most homes. It's your best marketing tool.
Wednesday, partly cloudy, only a slight chance of isolated and light showers. High 89, low 77. Easterly winds 10 to 15 miles an hour, seas 5 to 7 feet. Sunrise 555. High tide at 9:42, a low tide at 5:02, and sunset at 6:33. That's it for Tuesday. See you back here tomorrow night.